Hello. I think we're doing a pilot run. Let's get rid of this gold, ugly gold gun. It's oh boy, what day of the week is it? It's Friday. Yeah, it's Friday. I think that's we're closing in on day 60 of lockdown, which means the day-to-day stuff doesn't really matter quite as much. God damn. Well, it's something. Let's see how this treats us for a little bit. I mean, it's honestly, anything is better than the Rogue Special. This one's only better if things are going well, though. But I can't believe we got a new weapon that fast. Usually with the pilot, I always, as of recent, my recent strategy with it is to always get a new weapon before the first boss if I can. Armor would be cool in this situation, and remembering the best practices for this thing would be good too. I would like what's it called? That skin protection suit, spiky armor of the true spikes. Because, like I almost showed very, very recently. Damn. Oh my God. Holy crap. This is an espresso drink my wife made for me that it's not a straw, that's a chopstick to stir it up. It's very frothy. So we're sitting on 527 casings as of maybe not even halfway through the first floor. Because I destroyed that brown chest and it happened to be a gold junk. So now I would really like for Junkin to show up because I only need one now. I don't need Junkin to be a collection of Junkins. But good lord, we don't need to sell shit. Probably a little bit more than halfway through. Alright, so we got two options. This one doesn't need to reload. It has extra damage up close. It's got defense. We will probably stick with this. I can't imagine a situation in which I would go Rogue Special, my savior, my lord plus savior. Jackie is reading, I think right now or soon, is reading the beginning of the first draft of the first little bit of the thing I've been working on. It's really nice to have someone that's willing to read that stuff. It's like making Mario Maker levels. There's nothing worse than putting something out there. That was close. And it dying in the void. The movement is so weird. I'm not used to it. Oh fuck. Okay. I hate this fight when he won't stay still for even a goddamn second. God Christ damn it. Yuck. Or is it okay? So there's absolutely no chance that the thing's on the other side of that thing. The blasphemy is still only good until we get hit. I don't think I've picked up... Oh, wait, no, there's the heart thing. So we got a little bit of defense to retain blasphemy usage. If that's what we want to do. This wall was pretty bare, so I'm gonna... Moonscraper is... It's like a burnable on sight kind of gun. But anyway, what I was saying is having, you know, Jackie's reading that for me, and it's super nice. It also always, it doesn't make me nervous like I'm expecting it to be bad, because one, it's not a complete thing. Two, it definitely and without question needs significant amounts of work. So I'm happy to have someone helping me put that work down. Let me see what's not working. But it's also kind of hard because it's an incomplete thing to show it, because I think when something is incomplete like that, there's a lot more questions than there are answers. And the way I'm writing it is I kind of have an overarching understanding of where everything is going to go. And I've talked to Jackie about a majority of the ideas, but there's still just like the main story I don't have a conclusion for. The characters they're not fully understood even by me as of yet, but that's kind of part of the way I like to write. I was telling her about the other night I was working on a little bit of it. Wonderful. And I had an instance where the thing that I wrote, the response to a situation, as I was writing, the character kind of went in a direction. I lost that so quickly on this floor. The character kind of went in a direction slightly off of where I initially assumed they were going to go, and it felt so right. Like that's a good feeling, at least for me, with writing, when you're creating these characters and you put them in their situations and something happens like unexpectedly, not like just out of left field, there's no way to recoup it or whatever. That's ridiculous. It's not like running a program and waiting for the bugs to pop up or whatever. But it is kind of like, I don't know, like planting a seed or something and waiting for the fruit to bear, you know? Damn, I thought for sure that was going to be... But I didn't need to destroy this one. That sucks. That's stupid of me. That was a little wasteful in that chest, but it won't happen again. Thanks, sir. That guy spawned in the fire. I love it. Yeah, I don't know. It's like there's something when that happens, at least with the way that I'm writing, like when it goes from journaling, oh god damn, I can't believe it, to creating. Like, even if you have an idea, right? Even if it's an idea that you really like, initially, at least for me with writing, and this is probably because I haven't been doing nearly enough of it, but initially there are so many moments where it feels like I'm putting my expressions, my opinions, my characteristics in the like skin suit of all these other characters. It really feels like, oh boy, I almost just walked off the edge. It really feels like they're mirroring exactly how I would say things and why I would respond a certain way to certain situations, you know? And that sucks, because you're not getting anything new when you're telling a story that is essentially, I don't know, the author putting on masks. That's like, that's not fun. But once you're writing a story and it's a bunch of characters, like, there's still always like hints of you. There's always bits of your, you can't, even writing the villains, they have to follow the logic that the author would hold to some degree. If it's convincing, if it's not like specifically trying to be like corny or just going off of tropes or whatever. There's got to be some element of the creator and the created, because otherwise it will just be this flat cartoonish thing. But I don't know, as these characters take volume, as they take shape, it's really nice to see them kind of speak for themselves. And I'm hoping that more of that happens. There's one character who I'm feeling like is a little bit too everyman-ish right now, like who is a little bit too blank slatey, but I think I'm finding that that's going to be, I'm going to be able to wrap that into his journey of growth to a good degree, at least. Since he's, you know, he's still technically a teenager. He's like 17, 18, that age, still in high school. So it kind of makes sense that he hasn't figured out who he is. He's still kind of just a bouncing series of maybes. God damn, that first one was the only one that worked so far. It sucks. I hate the lockpick. It feels like a gimme, but it's really a takeaway. A little bit more of this coffee shit. Ooh. I mean, I guess we're gonna burn a lot of this because what else do I have? Whoa, don't roll into him. There's so many aspects to these boss fights that I don't think about that are really cool bits of design. Like, oh man, what's the phrase? Like periodicity, like the time between actions is really a specific number on these bosses. Like, I can imagine they programmed this guy and he went from one attack immediately to the next, or there was a huge space between them, and they had to have a meeting over at DR and go like, hey, do you think that maybe this boss should attack a little bit more quickly, or perhaps even a little bit more slowly? And everyone was like, oh my god, you genius. It's one or the other. Part of me is tempted to get the junk cannon just because we have a shitload of money, and the answer is just, of course we'll do that. But there's a hopefully smarter part of me that is realizing we don't need to burn everything we got. We don't need to buy anything that pops up. We should only buy things that are useful. I mean, I still don't like my fucking weapons right now. Water. Writing is so different than other, at least for me, than other artistic endeavors, because there's always this, like, there's this aspect of reveal, like, of revealing what you've been working on. Like, I know that it's possible for people to work on things in private and then have to show them, but you can kind of see, even if you're, you know, if you're seeing it at all in the process of a thing coming into existence, you're seeing it you're seeing it more than you can with writing, at least, most of the time. Like, without sitting down and reading it, the person is not going to get a real sense of what someone's making. You can't, at a glance, a book. Not to the same degree, at least. Oh boy, let's get up here and get these guys gone. It's going to be an iron lead maiden that is going to almost hit me every time I come to this fucking room. Okay. Almost walked into that. That was so freaking close. Let's wait this one out. Free Kidiki. And this is it, please? Yes. It was a little Spanish flea. What else is going on? I don't know. I talked to my mom. We talked about, specifically about writing. We talked about a few other things, but it was honestly primarily a conversation about like me getting back into writing and how that feels, and a bit about how she had this long story. Okay, this is like it's not really a funny story, but again, there's not much going on, so you're gonna have to just bear with me. My mom at some point, she's not. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know why I'm like trying to find a way to preface this, but she bought a MacBook Pro and didn't need it, and then didn't use it. I guess just because she was thinking she was going to use it. Anyway, she bought it and she was going to give it to, or she went to send it to my niece, but the people who packed it up packed it full of packing peanuts, like. Just a shitload of packing peanuts, way more than you can really imagine being necessary. And when it arrived, my nephew, my sister's son, just opened the box. He's like 3 or 4. Just opened the box, and their entire living room is covered in packing peanuts. And my mom sent me a picture of the devastation, the onslaught, and is really hilarious because in the background you can see my sister's husband, Michael, just in the back, kind of like, well, I guess that happens sometime. And it, like, I don't know. So Michael is stuck at home during this thing. My sister is still going into work occasionally. They're both in the oh my god, in the armed forces. They're both in the Air Force, specifically. It's 2.5. Hey, there we go. I don't know about is down again. Okay, well. What can you do? That'll be fun on the next floor, actually. Ooh, that'll be big fun on the next floor. What did we get from the other chest? Oh, the Excalibur. Scal herself. This is like 100. Yeah, it's close enough. Let's go to these rooms. They're money. Scally, Jesse, Raphael. Keep using these shit ones. We'll use the thing that I literally just was talking about on the next floor. Oh, the crossbow. I will forever love the heavy bullets. They're like the scatter shot though, in that under under certain circumstances, it's like it takes a while for the it's not an every case kind of sitch. Two secret rooms. That's Alburn. That's other. We need to keep our health up. So these are going to shoot a little slow, but they're going to do a lot of extra damage too. Oh, these heavy boys. Yeah, keep that health up. Keep it up. I'm gonna head as directly as possible to the boss on this one. I believe it's gonna be the plan. Shit, that's not how you keep that health up. Nice. Woo-wee. If you want to throw some arm my way. Oh boy, baby boy, boy. Boy. Nah, we're not gonna get it yet. We're gonna get it at the end of this floor. Ah. It's playing Mother 3, I think for like the 15th time. Who am I to talk? Look at this guy. Look at Mr. Hypocrite over here playing Gungeon. I hit 1,800 hours on my last run, by the way. 1,800. Ooh, thanks, Turtle. I sent us a picture of a character called Sarah Sahara because Jackie calls the rug merchant in Animal Crossing Sarah Hara. For some crazy reason. We got a lot of junk in our hands on this one. Alright, let's see how slow / quickly. I really don't like getting to this fight without any, without any armor. That sucks. But you gotta roll with the punches that you put on your own self. You're not keeping that HP up. It's not the way we do it. That's like a perfect combination of moves to finish that guy off. Let's fill this up. I didn't think this was the thing that got the synergy, but who would have guessed? Oh, could have paused, could have stopped the show for the slurp a little bit, but can't stop the show for every slurp that's going to happen or you never get anything done. Maybe we should give Nate a call today. We've been, like, in communication, but it's been that kind of, you know, post-2000 communication where you never actually talk, you never hear each other's voices, and we're in a pre-2000 kind of situation right now, I feel. That's what it feels like to me. It feels, this whole thing feels like a weird time warp, plus the freedom of being anti-work temporarily. Or not anti-work, but not working. Give me everything you got, you stupid shit. No, I don't feel lucky. And I don't want lies this time since I already got the gold thing. Oh my, oh boy. And okay, so here's the thing. Synergies with metronome are usually make metronome double up. It's not though. That's one of the ones that isn't. Is it Gunzing? Shredder. The spread is double, decreasing accuracy. Yikes. That is a terrible... That is a terrible and unfortunate synergy. That might be good in 1 or 2 situations, but I can't think off the top of my head of exactly what would lead to those situations being considered good. So the money thing is like, you know, money's still good. We're still over 300, which is usually something that we only get after a lot of work towards the end of the run. But oh, what? Whoa, that sucks. I super deduped, did not expect to take any more damage. Fuck. Still want to sell blood. Not gonna go bananas on it because of what I said about us being money fine. That's good. That's quite good. Electric guitar. I would like drum clip to pop out of this bad boy, though. Well, we're gonna use that at least to fill it up. Electric guitar. I don't think we're going to take any more. 421 is a really good amount of money. And, shit, I don't know. I don't think we need to do anything else. Yeah, so. Okay. Twice right there. I found myself uncertain as to what was going on with the rat key. I thought that maybe I had already passed the room. The rat room. not currently a good one. Come on, game. So we're at that heavy bullet kind of I don't know, like inflection point or something where it is not. We're not really seeing all of the benefits. We know they're there. We know the benefits do exist. But we're not currently seeing them because there are other things that could be giving us some freaking benefits. Oh no, that's not what I mean. Because we're seeing the negatives primarily. I think the synergy I got is the doubles level up speed or whatever synergy, which is fine but not exciting. Electric guitar. We gotta be eyes open looking for rat babies. It doesn't feel like I got either of those kills, but you know what? We're gonna get there, so it doesn't matter how fast. All that matters is how, yes, how, in fact, yes. Shotguns are the absolute worst thing for heavy bullets. What is this? It can't be Shelton. It's Glass Glen. And we're also not ready to go into the thing quite. Oh, there we go. We are now ready to fight the boss. We could potentially build some more. Oh, let's just do all the doings. Good. Damn. I don't have to use a blink. But this boss doesn't care about didn't want to have to. He's being a rotten little dick skin. So we are going to have to purchase a blank. Or we're gonna have to the other thing. We're gonna have to purchase a blank, or we're gonna have to purchase armor. Those are the only two things. I don't know why. I'm kind of brain dead right now. I don't know. I think I'm gonna switch to something else, dude. It's not worth it to use that. I think I'm just going to be using this a little bit. Don't, you know, we've talked about the Polaris pit. Don't fall into the metronome pit either, which is exactly the same pit as Polaris. It feels like it's not, but it is exactly the same pit. We have 2 keys. We have 3 chests. No, one of them is free though. Actually, I think the metronome pit is worse than the Polaris pit because you don't have to exclusively use the Polaris the entire time it is in existence for it to be worth anything at all. There's... Oh wait, that is hip. Ooh, yeah, okay, sling. Sling-a-ding-ding. That's gonna be nice and pretty. Wait, this is not the right one. I mean, why not? The rat fight's gonna be a little bit... shitty. I have a strong feeling that we're not going to flawless the rat fight. We don't... I just don't even know what I would have to really use. Where the fuck is the thing? There it is. Did we go to the shop yet? I'm not giving up one of these. Armor. These Armor hot dogs. Let's get this. Let's get this. And let's get to business. Dude, I'm glad I didn't open the other treasure chest. Oh wait, I still would have had exactly enough keys. But still, I gotta think about this shit. I forgot about the key to get in. Till it was a little too late. Electric good. I've been listening to Talking Heads. Their entire discography. And there's some of their weirder songs that I haven't really listened to in a while stuck in my head. How do I feel about using just this for... I'm gonna say pretty good. Water dissolving and water removed. That is not one of their weirdest songs. That is one of their most beloved. I didn't know, like, I don't know the order of David Byrne, Talking Heads. I don't know what the order of adoration is with the Talking Heads. But for me, number one is Naive Melody. Number two is definitely 100 Punches. Then it's like Izimbra and some other stuff. I don't know. It goes all over the place, but like behind the wheel of a large automobile. You may ask yourself, well, how did I get here? Are we gonna lose? We're gonna lose our thing anyway. I completely forgot that I wasn't still holding the javelin as I started this. And that I also have, like, slow boy bullets. Come on, you can get there. That sucked. Oh my god, it happened. I'm gonna give that because it's technically still him. It's been so long. Now you know what we're trying to find what we're looking for. Like all these other junk things, those three in the middle, they don't mean a god damn. But I can't believe we got a little bit of gold mecha junk. I'm pretty sure that there's a very high likelihood if you get gold junk for junking to show up, because this happened, like, gold junk has happened so infrequently, and I feel like 50% of those times I've then gotten mecha junkin. Like, maybe more, maybe less, but it's one of those weird either way confirmation biases little things, you know. There are some rooms that this weapon is not going to be able to endure. Oh god. It's a weird series of weapons to have. I'm basically, there's no way to build a charge here. So I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Oh, he's shooting poison out of his little thing. I love Mecha Junkin. I know that he's not better than certain stages of regular Junkin, but man, I love this guy. He's cool as hell. Who's like having a cool guy, tough guy on your squad? Which way are we going? Right? I think right. Okay, so yeah, we're starting from scratch with this. We got this for the second round. I think this for the interstitial between times. And this we just give some ammo to, and this kill all these rats for no reason. And then we go. Okay, so nope. This, why is it getting that weird? It's like the color's like darkening or something. I don't know. All right, and I don't want to accidentally use the C4, so we're gonna leave that in the backup spot. What in the fuck? That was some weird damage I took. Not like I shouldn't have taken it. I mean, I of course shouldn't have taken it, but not like it didn't actually happen. It did happen. I'm not entirely sure how I got there. And you may say to yourself, my God, what have I done? Whoa! What was happening there? You know what? Oh. I went for the blank, but he said, look at that! Look at that beam that's going on. I know it's the poison effect from his little nearly invisible needling shots. Get out of here. Those both suck. Go. Oop. Oop. And a 3 for... There's a drum... Wait, no. Yeah, that is the drum clip. Okay, cool. We got the double speed metronome. And the Chaos Amulets and a POW. Got a real junk POW going on right now. We're not talking to you. You're not our friend or familiar. None of you guys? You know what I like? I'm pretty sure I like the most about the little rat boy. That's not what I'm going to say. The mecha junk, despite the fact that it fundamentally screws some of the other sitch, is the fact that, like, it takes away your need to self-destroy. Or to some degree, like, self-sabotage. Like, you have to throw away items for the chance at garbage when you have regular Junkin. And while the payout is really great when it works, it's very often a real sandwich with a turd in the middle. Zone control, damn, that's a rough one. He says speaking dog language. I hope it was just that. I mean, there might have been something else going on. 420 coins, 421, dang. But it feels like zone control was it. I need to see. I like can't pay attention to see if that oh shit. Where's my reload button? I have, oh fuck. Well, okay, so I have a button. Or I had a button on the other side. Oh, I don't know where my, okay, well, one of the buttons used to reload. And it was great for the, it was great for this weapon in particular, with hip holster. Because you can reload it. I think, maybe it's not this one. Maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Ugh, I should have gone for the boss room, just to have that path. Okay, so Mecha Junkin some of the time contributes. Maybe it's not contributing when he's poisoning and then the poison's going. Maybe that's what's going on. What's going on? Yeah, we're taking that. Reload stone, reload star. Magnetic north is what I was thinking it was going to be. No way, that's its description. I don't know. Here's another thing that kind of sucks. I'm using this weapon, and we know what we're going to use on the freaking boss. Is the Gunzing. So, is this just all a waste of time? I don't think it matters. I think we can try this for a second. Oh, I still didn't go back to that one. Three blanks. Let's see what kind of damage this does, honestly. Poison's still ticking away. Still working. Boom, 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 bam, boom, 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 boom. Run and hide, you're gonna open your eyes. What is this one? Why bullet crying? Barbie doll. I don't know. Is there a... Is there a shop? Sales creep in here? Why does it look so weird? Oh. Secret. Cigarette so far and far away. It's hard to get. I'm trying to forget. Wouldn't do it. There's nothing to it. I got so many fucking songs in my head. The one I was just singing was, I think, Melody of Certain Damaged Lemons by Blonde Redhead. I do not know. So when I first got Spotify, like 4 years ago or whatever, of course the first thing I did is recreate the songs I listened to in Colegio. I just like went back and found all the stuff I used to listen to, right? And then get this one the fuck out of here. No. It has been long enough. I've sacrificed that gun enough times. We're gonna use it. You heard it here first, folks. We're gonna just burn through bullet hell. I don't care. Like, what time is it? 5:20 in the PM? It's been a slow run. We've had the map and we've still taken our sweet fucking time with this. There's nothing to it. He really blew it. I wonder how many times this is the second fucking floor. Like, what's the percentage of chances, percentage of times when this floor is generated that the second room is the Longo Dongo, the connection tube. Where's this little man, little boss man? I can't find him. Oh boy. Then there's nothing to it. Hey, another glass shrine. I didn't think you can get the same shrine twice, period. Oh, you know what? I should check and see if there's going to be a shop besides the blacksmith shop. Why was... Oh, whatever. No. There it is. There's the other shop. This fucking room. They won't share. We gotta go through... We have to go through every room. I mean, now that we went through that extra room on our left, we have now only to go through every other room in the entire thing. What a bunch of cowards. And on little scared boy Yellow Belly Island over there. Where was the explosion? Oh, his shots are gonna be constantly causing the sun and glassy wassies to go off. There's nothing to it, but you really blew it. Oh, that's going to be happening between rooms often. And it's going to decrease the predictability of the sunglass effect. Boom, 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 boom. I'm sorry. I know that what I'm doing right now is really just repeating the instrumental part of a lot of different, not all that popular songs. But how else can I say it? There's not a shitload to talk about these days. I'm not, like, even though I don't feel like I talked specifically about my coworkers a lot, they provided a lot of, like, inspo at least. Like, the conversation I would have with other coworkers would lead to things that I then filled my brain hole with. Ideas, subject matters, positions on things, weird debates, talking about Joe Reagan a whole lot. Things like that I don't really have. Joe Rogan, not Reagan, he's not former president. Or related thereabouts. But see, I'm not even hearing about him enough to remember how to pronounce his stupid name. Stupid bald head name. There is a very high likelihood that we're just gonna fucking go for the boss. This hits silver. We might see how it do. Got a million fucking blanks. I don't know where my curse is. I think it's still just... It's just that one gun. That was definitely not the time to use the reload stone. Oh my god, no. Nothing? Awesome. Oh yeah, we got coolness from that one thing. Cigarette, we're all bound to forget. So soft that I lost. We couldn't do it. Oh, there's nothing to wet. Always on the boss. What's up, baby? What is? Oh. Yeah, I forgot you're reading that thing. What? What's...
Oh, it was just like, it was longer than I expected, and I was just kind of like reading it really carefully.
I know there's a lot of stuff I need to... There's a lot of, like, space that I'm kind of skipping over too quickly. There's a lot of opportunity. Like, I've missed a lot of opportunities to write about certain characters and more, like, fully explore their relationships, especially because I think there's about to be a pretty big change happening where I end. Ah, darn! Yeah, but I think that's going to have other. I mean, I didn't show you the the outline, right? Okay, yeah. So that's going to lead to other stuff happening. But yeah, I'm liking.
I don't want to.
Huh? Okay. I mean, the outline is not fully done anyway, so it doesn't ruin too much.
I don't know, but it's like exciting to read. I would like to read it in like a PDF or something, because I kept like accidentally adding somewhere.
Yeah, I told you. I was trying to get it in text file.
I mean, it needs to be edited anyway.
Oh yeah, but it doesn't need to have random
It needs
P's.
to be edited in Server.
At random for no reason. Cigarette, cigarette. We're all bound. Okay. I mean, there's a lot of it that I'm writing.
You're just like writing it.
Yeah, I'm writing, and I'm not trying to stop and think about it. Like, I found myself like going back and even correcting like some typing things. One of the reasons I've been really liking using WordPad instead of the website is because WordPad doesn't put a red squiggle under it every time there's a fucking misspelling. And I know that I'm going to have a shitload of misspelling because I type quicker than I type I think quicker than I type sometimes, and I am
Well, where I was
playing
reading
catch up.
there was red squiggles.
I know that's not WordPad. That's Word. That's the Word. WordPad is just a place where you put down
Yeah,
words.
yeah.
It doesn't have any form. It has a little bit of formatting. Has a little bit of. Well, it's not Notepad because Notepad doesn't even have formatting. But it's the in between. And Word itself is always going to be like, oh, did you mean to spell it this way? And that's enough to stop my flow. But I can't have the document between different things. And maybe maybe I can use Google Docs and turn off all suggestions for stuff like that. Microsoft Word is annoying the shit out of me. So there's this thing where it automatically indents the next paragraph of, or the spacing on the first line of the next paragraph. And I do that every time, but I've been typing this stuff on computers for years without that. So every time I'm like double typing over, and then it changes the formatting for the rest of that paragraph. And I'm spending way too much time dealing with technical issues, and I just want to fucking
There's some way to turn that off.
maybe. I don't know how.
Maybe in settings or something.
Oh no. Oh wait, it's right here. But it's not really settings because I'm using it on the website. I don't know.
Oh, right. Maybe just buy Word.
That is extremely expensive, and it's either I buy it $150 for use on one device, or I pay $100 a year to use on up to 6 devices. It's not really bullshit, but it sucks, is what it is. Is their product? I'm not. No, wait, that's the wrong thing that I'm using. That's why. Oops. The subscription model for products and stuff like this bothers the hell out of me, but it's just kind of the way it is.
Amazon Music account. You signed up for it, you pay for it, like $10 a month, and it was
Yeah, and then they would add, oh, well, if you really want to use it, you can buy this thing that's $24 a month, and then that's not going to have enough, so you might as well just buy some of these albums yourself. And it's like, just fuck off, dude. Yeah, so I might look into Google Docs, which I think might cover some of this same stuff. Yeah, thank you for reading it. I appreciate that.
That was really good.
I really do.
I was getting really into it. I feel like you could dive into the more people a little bit more, but or like with more description because it feels so very like baseline outline, you know? And
Yeah.
feels like organic flow.
I don't know if I want to do that yet, or I want that to happen through actions.
Part of me kind of wants it to be just like smaller pieces
Mhm.
instead of anything else. The rest being the primary part of the story. Like you could even do that. I don't know. Like a different, like an italics at the beginning of a chapter.
I was thinking about that, doing it kind of like stage directions or something like that, like where it can be inserted in specific moments. But I want there to be long significant periods without their interaction.
Yeah.
Because I want their interactions to be big, but I do know what you're saying. Like I want them to be characters instead of just plot devices. So I'll have to work that out. One of the ideas I had last night was one of them sneaking in when the rest of them aren't there and making an edit, and then having to kind of figure out why things feel different. Kind of having an issue of conflict between them. Yeah, Hero and Zoe are the two shit starters. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. That's a good idea. I like when he was vomiting. I like that the end of like the last chapter when we're writing was handwriting. It just flowed really beautifully. I thought.
Oh, when Cynthia was describing what's happening, the edit.
Yeah. And then there were a lot of parts in the Peter portions that like really made me laugh.
Yeah, I want to get. I'm working on his voice because he's he's supposed to be to some degree a blank slate character, but I don't like blank slate characters. But I need to figure out his voice. That's why the last little bit where he's talking to his dad is there, so we can see that he knows that he doesn't have enough substance yet, but it's something he wants to work on. He doesn't have enough direction, I guess, yet. And that's why I also had the other characters talking about.
Yeah, like late teenage years, like
just uncertain,
but like still a little bit like funny or sarcastic, and also like very not confident.
Yeah,
confident in the wrong ways.
Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with him, but I do need to figure out what his overall arc is going to be, because it's getting to the point where I'm thinking about how I'm going to turn this into a story with a conclusion. Like, I'm not putting too much into that, because
it might come more clearly to you.
Well, it's kind of like the idea to start the story. If you don't,
like what the story is about.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like, I guess the way that I think about it, the way I think about writing a lot of times is you use the bits that you have in your head, and then you let that make room for the other stuff. And sometimes that really sucks, because it means you're writing all this stuff and then you're like, well, I have no idea what I'm going to do with this, and then the end is like kind of vacuous and bad. But you have to take...
You give yourself a lot of freedom with that.
Yeah.
Which is nice, because it would totally make sense for it to just end abruptly.
I know. I feel like that's a little too easy. Yeah.
You know, you can like have fun with that.
Yeah, I think there's going to be something. There is going to be an end point, but I don't. I honestly think that I want to do the exact opposite and not have it end.
Like they're having fun with this one.
Yeah. Oh wait, did I get a lead guy? I think I got a lead guy. I don't know. We'll say I got a lead guy, and then we'll.
You could also do kind of like a second double thing.
Where the second part of the book is totally distinct from the first. Yeah. That's a good idea. What about transporting those characters into a completely new situation to see how they interact? I don't know about that, but that's something to think about.
Something to think about, where you can like leap forward a couple generations.
Yeah.
Like, I think that even the writer in Overstory did that really nicely in the first chapter.
He does that in a lot of the chapters they are deep dives into these people's histories before they become regular characters. Yeah.
Considering, like, you know,
I dig it
fast
like that.
forward to this guy's grandson or whatever.
What was that? 379. We're closing in 42 away from the new record. Anyway, goodbye. We're talking about a story. Goodbye.